She's tied to the ground. 4 stakes, arms spread, a massive rock crushing her chest. And she's smiling. This is how a queen dies. In part 1, Asiya, wife of Pharaoh, did the unthinkable. She prayed to the god of Musa, the god her husband claimed didn't exist. Pharaoh gave her one chance to take it back, to lie, to save herself. She refused. Now he's going to make her suffer. But what happens in the next 10 minutes will show you why pain is temporary and truth is eternal. If you haven't watched part 1, go back now. This won't make sense without it. Everyone else, subscribe to True Islam Voice and stay with me. Because what Asiya does next will change how you see sacrifice forever. Pharaoh doesn't kill her quickly. He wants her to break, to beg, to prove that he's still in control. So he orders his soldiers to tie her down in the courtyard. 4 wooden stakes driven into the ground, her arms and legs stretched, face up. Under the Egyptian sun, no shade, no water, no mercy. 120 degrees, maybe more. And then he places a boulder on her chest. Not heavy enough to kill her instantly, just heavy enough to make every breath agony. Her ribs crack, slowly, one by one. Pharaoh kneels beside her, close enough that she can smell his perfume, the same scent she's known for 20 years. He whispers, "Just say it. Say, 'I'm God, and I'll let you go. We'll pretend this never happened.'" Asiya's lips are cracked, bleeding. She can barely breathe, but she whispers one word back. "Never." Pharaoh stands up. His face is red, not from the sun, from humiliation. 20 years, she stood by his side, smiled at his speeches, bowed when he entered rooms, made everyone believe he was divine. And now, in front of servants, soldiers, the entire palace, she's calling him a liar. He screams, "You think your God will save you? Where is he? I don't see him. I see me. I'm the only God here." Asiya doesn't respond. She closes her eyes. Not in fear, not in pain. She closes her eyes because she's done talking to him. Now she's talking to someone else. And Pharaoh doesn't realize it, but he's about to witness something that will haunt him for the rest of his life. Asiya takes a breath, painful, shallow, broken. And she makes a dua. Not for her body. Her body is already dying. She knows that. She makes a dua for her soul. She whispers, "My Lord, build for me a home near you in paradise, and save me from Pharaoh and his deeds, and save me from the wrongdoing people." 3 requests. A home in paradise, freedom from Pharaoh, protection from evil. That's it. No revenge, no curses, no anger. Just get me close to you and get me away from them. Scholars say the moment those words left her lips, something extraordinary happened. Allah answered her immediately. Not after she died, not in some distant future. Right then, while the rock was still crushing her chest, while Pharaoh was still standing over her, Allah showed her paradise. Her soul left her body. Not permanently, not yet, but enough. Enough to see. She saw gardens, rivers clearer than glass, trees she'd never seen before, light that didn't burn, peace that didn't end. And in the middle of it all, a house. Her house, built from pearls. Glowing, waiting. She saw herself there, free, safe, no pain, no Pharaoh, no lies. Just home. And when her soul returned to her body, to the broken ribs, the burning sun, the crushing weight, she smiled. Not a small smile. A full, radiant, unshakable smile. Because she'd seen what Pharaoh would never see. Pharaoh sees the smile. He's confused, angry, terrified. "Why are you smiling? You're dying." Asiya opens her eyes, looks directly at him. and says the last words she'll ever speak to him. "I see what you'll never see." Silence. Pharaoh stares at her, and for the first time in his life, he feels small. Not because of her words, because of her face. She's not afraid anymore, not in pain. She looks victorious, like she won. And he doesn't understand how someone who's dying can look like they just conquered the world. Her soul leaves her body, this time permanently. Pharaoh just killed his wife, the only person who ever truly loved him. And he doesn't even know why she died smiling. Jump forward 1500 years. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is sitting with his companions in Medina. One of them asks, "Ya Rasulullah, who are the greatest women who ever lived?" The Prophet, peace be upon him, doesn't hesitate. 4 women reached perfection. Everyone leans in. Who are they? Maryam, the mother of Isa. Khadijah, my wife. Fatimah, my daughter. He pauses. And Asiya, the wife of Pharaoh. Silence. One of those 4 women, one of the most honored souls in all of creation, died being tortured. But she's in the highest ranks of paradise. And the man who killed her, he drowned in the Red Sea. And according to the Quran, his body was preserved as a warning for all mankind. 3,000 years later, you can still see Pharaoh's mummy in a museum in Cairo. A dead king on display, while Asiya lives in a palace made of pearls. Now here's why this matters to you. Asiya had everything: wealth, power, safety, comfort. And she gave it all up. For what? For the right to tell the truth. For the freedom to worship the real God. For a home in paradise she couldn't even see yet. She chose eternal over temporary. Truth over comfort. Soul over body. Most of us will never face what she faced. We won't be tortured, we won't be killed for our faith. But we're tested differently. The question isn't, will you die for your faith? The question is, will you live for it? Will you wake up for Fajr when the bed is warm? Will you lower your gaze when the screen is tempting? Will you give charity when you're broke? Will you forgive when you're angry? Will you stay patient when life is unfair? These aren't life or death moments, but they're tests. Asiya passed her test in one day. You're being tested every single day. And every time you choose truth over comfort, every time you choose obedience over ease, you're walking the same path she walked. You're saying, "My soul is worth more than my comfort." That's what Asiya did. That's what the magicians did when they saw Musa's miracle. That's what every believer does when they choose Allah over everything else. Remember what Asiya asked for in her final dua. 3 things. Build me a home in paradise. Save me from Pharaoh. Save me from wrongdoing people. She didn't ask for wealth, revenge, justice in this life. She asked to be close to Allah and far from evil. That's it. And you can make the same dua right now. You don't have to be dying. You don't have to be tortured. You just have to mean it. Oh Allah, build me a home near you in paradise. Save me from the tyrants in my life. Save me from evil people and evil influences. 3 sentences. The same prayer that bought Asiya a palace in Jannah. Here's the final irony. Pharaoh thought he won. He silenced her, proved his power, made an example out of her. But 3,000 years later, billions of people know Asiya's name. Billions pray for her. Billions say, "May Allah grant us the strength of Asiya." Muslim children learn her story. Scholars write books about her faith. She's one of the 4 most honored women in all of human history. And Pharaoh, he's a museum exhibit, a warning, a lesson in what happens when you choose ego over truth. She traded a temporary palace for an eternal home. He traded his soul for a kingdom that crumbled to dust. She won. So let me ask you, what are you holding on to that you need to let go of? What sin feels too good to quit? What relationship feels too important to end? What habit feels too normal to change? Asiya gave up everything. What's your everything? You don't have to answer me, but you have to answer yourself. And one day you'll answer Allah. If this story moved you, do 3 things right now. 1. Make dua for Asiya. Ask Allah to raise her ranks even higher. 2. Make the same dua she made. Ask Allah for a home in paradise near him. 3. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Comment below, build me a home in paradise. Subscribe to True Islam Voice. We tell the stories that change you. Turn on notifications. Next week, I'm telling you about another woman. A woman so powerful, she ruled an entire kingdom. So wise that even Prophet Sulaiman, the king who could command jinn and talk to animals, was impressed by her. Her name? Bilqis, the Queen of Sheba. And the story of how she went from worshipping the sun to worshipping the creator of the sun will blow your mind. See you then.